All right, so I'm live. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! I'm live. All right, hey, welcome to the Martial Arts Edge. If you don't know who I am, my name is Coach Larry, and I'll be your captain for this ride. This is the very first live lesson I'm getting to do on this channel, which I'm super excited for. This channel is all about helping you get the edge in life through martial arts training. And maybe that's feeling better, feeling stronger, feeling healthier. Maybe it's just getting out there and moving or learning some good self-defense. Whatever the reason that you're here right now, I am blessed that you are here. Now, if you're watching, please let me know in the comments. I can see all the comments right here. So hey, type in, hey, I'm watching. If you're one of our students at Family First, let me know you're here so I can give you some love. Because I just love having fun on this thing. This thing is really cool. All right, so, and hey, if you do find value in this video, in this lesson, please make sure you smash that like button, leave some comments, let me know. I love to hear all of your awesome feedback. So today's lesson is going to be all about how to improve the speed on your kicks. Now, if you're like me, you've been watching cool martial art videos, you'll watch a cool movie, and you'll see all of a sudden, bam, someone throws up a really awesome kick, and you're like, I want to do that. When I was 4 years old, it was Bruce Lee for me, and I wanted to kick just like Bruce Lee. I remember to this day, watching him in a movie, it was like a blur. And I always thought, man, if I could just kick my kicks that fast, if I could just kick that pretty. So today we're gonna go over 3 awesome things to help you build speed in your kicks. Now, it doesn't matter what kick it is. It could be a side kick, a roundhouse, a front kick, but we're gonna help you build speed in those kicks. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to warm up your legs. To kick fast, you're adding some major stress on the muscles, on the ligaments, the joints. You want to make sure that you're letting your body know that those parts of your body are going to work, and they're going to work hard. So we have to warm them up. Now, it doesn't mean I want you to go outside and start sprinting. You might have a spot of space. You can do that. You might have a small area. I'm going to give you some workout tips to help you engage those muscles for a good workout, okay? So I want you to imagine when you are warming up, you want to think of it as like a teeter-totter, okay? On one side, you have speed, and on the other side, you have resistance. Whenever you start a workout, whenever you start warming up your body, you want to make sure that you have a very low speed and a very high resistance. And as you are working out, as you're warming up your body, you want to make sure that you're slowly transitioning those to where I have a very slow speed, high resistance, into a very high speed and a very low resistance. So you always start off with slow speed, high resistance. And one of the best ways to get that is through a band. Now, if you don't have a band, that's okay. You can use body weight, but I'm going to teach you some band warm-ups to help you engage the hip flexor, okay? All right, so if you have one of these, first thing you're going to do is you need to wrap them around both feet. But you got to be careful you're not going to fall over, okay? So the way that I do it is I will actually bring it over my foot and then switch them and then bring it back around again. I want to make sure I have this loop around my ankle. Now I'm going to go over this side and I'm going to put it through again, just like so. Now I'm going to have this very short loop right here. Then I just put my other foot in. Now when you do that, you're going to have this nice little kind of like brace on your legs. These rubber bands are kind of tight around your legs, and they're going to create some resistance. And I really want to build resistance in my hip flexors because we're going to be taxing these pretty hard today. We're going to be working them really hard. So first thing I want to do is I want to spread my feet until I feel slight, not like they're trying to yank my feet back in, but just slight resistance. Bend your knees, and I just want you to take a couple steps forward. One, always keeping this resistance. Couple steps forward, very slow, very methodical, and then moving on back. Same thing, forward and back. You don't have to do this down a long hallway or anything. Just a little bit of space will do. 5 steps forward, 5 steps back. Just a little resistance. Now, as you're doing this, you're going to feel right in your hips, you're going to feel it start to burn. That's what you want to feel. That's your hip flexors waking up, right? And we want them awake for these drills that we're going to do today, okay? So do that a couple times, back and forth till you feel really good. Once you have that down, now we're going to move to a sideways step where we move totally sideways. And the same thing, we're going to bend our knees, and I want to step sideways. This time I'm really pulling it out and then controlling it in. Don't go to where it releases resistance. Just let it out and then back, out, back. And you're going to feel lots of resistance in these hips. Now you're going to do it both ways, right? And notice, every time I'm doing it, I want to keep my hands up. I don't want to get in the habit of dropping my hands down. Always keep those hands up and keep moving. So if you're working out at home and you want to get a good quad, good hip flexor exercise, good glute exercise, this is a good one, okay? Nice and strong, okay? So you're going to do that back and forth. That is the very first warm-up I want you to do. Now, after that, same thing. We want to think about, when warming up, the movement that we're going to be doing. So in a kick, if you think, as I throw my kick, I'm chambering really fast, right? And in order for me to chamber fast, I'm actually using this muscle right here, this hip flexor. But the other part of the kick is when I extend, right? And that's when I engage my quads, my hamstring. Those muscles need warmed up too. Now remember, we're going to go on the slow, very slow and high resistance. And a good way you can do this is, again, with a band. What I do is I put it over and around my foot, not my ankle, my foot, just like this. And then I'm going to have kind of like this whole bunch of leftover. And that's all right, because then I'm going to go here, I'm going to bend it, and I'm going to bring it up around my shoulder. Now, you may need something to hold on, and that's okay. And that's where I would highly recommend pulling out a chair, just having some fun. Now, to do this right, I bring it up, and I bring it around my shoulder, and I'm just going to hold it. Give it a good grip. This may feel like too easy, but that's okay. We're just trying to wake up the muscles. It doesn't need to be a massive workout, just enough to warm up the body, okay? From here, I'm going to extend my foot and then bring it back. Extend and then back. You do this about 20 times. Just extend and bring it back. And you want to bring it back controlled. You don't want to come out and then relax and it comes back and kicks you in the booty. Don't do that. Nice and slow out and slow back. Slow out and slow back. Again, about 20 times. It's a really easy, way for you just to wake up those muscles. You have to wake them up, right? This is like active stretching. Most of the time when we work out, we will do we'll do some laps or run around, and then we'll get in and we'll do these stretches, which is good. Stretching is okay. It's excellent to obviously pull your muscles. But when we're moving, we're actively engaging our muscles. We're not just stretching them, we're actively engaging them. So we have to replicate the same movements that we're doing in the workout itself in order for you to get an optimal warm-up, and that's what you want, okay? Now, once you've done with the slow speed and the high resistance, now you have to do some exercises that are going to be some more of high speed, low resistance. So I'm giving you both ends of the spectrum right now. You do not need a lot of space for all these exercises. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a high speed where I start working out most of my hip flexors, my front and my side hip flexors. So all you're going to do is you're going to stand in the spot, hands up, and I just want you to quickly just circle, circle, circle. We're going inside, circle. We're just quickly just firing off these hip flexors and just moving our hips to warm up our hips. If you think of your hip, it's a joint, a ball in a joint, and it needs to move. So we're warming up the hip joint itself, letting your body know to lubricate that joint to make sure that it's getting all the fluids it needs so it doesn't get worn out. And we're engaging and firing those muscles all around that hip. And we're letting you know, listen, we're going to get ready to work. We're going to get ready to do something. So make sure that you are warmed up, right? Now, once you've done inside a couple times, if you notice when I say inside, my knee is coming to the inside of my body. Now we're going to go outside. Okay, in, out, in, out. We're just going to quickly do that. And just do this for about 30 seconds. Nothing crazy, nothing hard. And as you're doing this, you might feel your body start to warm up. And that's called warm up. Good job, right? All right. Now, once you've done that, you can do it both left, right, back, front, all that cool stuff. Then we're going to work on the hamstrings and the quads. Same concept. From here, just, you've seen this before, booty kickers. All I want you to do, slowly jog in place and make sure that you're bringing up your heels all the way to your booty, just like that. Now, hopefully it's not bouncing off my mic here. And hey, let me know if you can hear me. This is the first time I've done this. I want to make sure everything is working right. Right? And again, just about 30 seconds. That's all you need. 30 seconds. Let that body know you're doing well. If you're a little out of breath, good. I'm getting old. Man, this stuff whoops my butt. I'm just kidding. It's all right. Sorry. All right. So warming up is essential to having a good workout. If you don't work out properly, you're going to really run the risk of injuring yourself. Because think about taking a rubber band out of a freezer, right? And then just trying to bend it really fast. What's probably going to happen? Snap. Well, your muscles are the same way. They need to be gently, especially as you get older, okay? So now that you've done the warm-up, now I want you to start working on the very first drill. To build speed in your kicks, you need to understand the mechanics of a kick. So let me explain. A kick, most kicks have 4 parts to the kick. And what I mean by that is there are 4 distinct positions that your leg has to be in order for you to have an effective kick. The first one is typically the chamber. And then we have part 2, the lockout, then the recoil, then the set down. So those are the 4 parts to a really good kick. To increase the speed of the kick, you need to work on the 4 parts, right? Most people think when you kick, the speed is from here to here. That's the speed. Well, that's only half of it. Actually, it's a quarter of it. We want to make sure that our kick is fast extending, but we have to make sure that our kick gets there first. And so we're going to work on the first part. It's actually the first and the 4th part. Think of it like an Oreo cookie. We're going to work on the cookie. And then we're going to get to the good stuff. My favorite part, the soft, creamy filling, right? Okay. All right. So I need to know, if you're watching out there, I need to know, what's your favorite part of the Oreo cookie? Is it the cookie or the cream? Let me know in the comments. I just got to know. It's you have to know these things. Okay? All right. Back to the lesson. The first drill I want you to do is a hip flexor drill. Now, you may need a chair for this, and that's why I brought one out here, and this is okay. And you might want to have a target. Now, the hip flexor drill is I want you to imagine that I'm going to keep my leg completely locked straight. Imagine there's a stick running all the way down your leg, and you cannot bend your knee, okay? You want to keep this completely straight. And what I like to do is I like to point my toe, just my big toe, and touch the ground. What we're going to do is we're going to lift up your toe. Lift up, but not just lift up fast. I want you to drop it fast too, right? Now, how high do you have to lift this? My rule of thumb when I lift my foot is I want to make sure that I'm lifting it as high as I can without having to really bend over my body, right? So if I had to do this to get it high, then I'm not getting any benefit. Remember, I want to keep my body pretty much here. And as I lift this up and down, I might go down a little bit just to counterbalance, but I'm not going down to lift it higher. So whether it's hip level or whether it's head level or anywhere in between or above, whatever it is, it's your speed. It's yours, okay? Go to that spot and then yank it down as fast as you can. So it's not just up, down, where it's kind of letting gravity do it. I want to yank it up. So I'm engaging this hip flexor, but I also want to pull it with my inside of my leg down too. Why is the pull down, the set down, so important? Well, if I throw my leg up and I kick and I leave it up there and I slowly kind of put it down, for every millisecond that my leg is off the ground, I'm vulnerable, right? I'm not able to throw an effective, strong kick. Now, I know some of you are thinking, oh, but I could throw double kicks and triple kicks and hook kicks and everything. I commend you for your athleticism. But most people are not like that, right? So we want to be able to kick, pop, and pull it down as fast as we can so that way we can come off of it with something else. Or that way we can throw another kick, do something. The faster you get that leg down, the faster you can move, the faster you can throw something else, or the faster you can defend, right? So we never know what's coming at us, and we want to make sure that we're always prepared. So you have to train, boom, getting that leg down super fast. One of my favorite kicks is the hook kick, boom, down, and then as they come in because they see my back, throw that little side kick. I love that combination. You have to be able to throw your kick, get it down fast, boom, so you can throw up another one super fast, okay? So this drill helps build both that outside and inside hip flexor, okay? So what we're gonna do right here, I want you to do this 25 times. 25 times. If you need something to hold on to it, but don't grip it. I just want just enough to maintain your balance as you're lifting it. So you lift, down, and you keep on going as fast as you can, and you count to 25, just like that. If you need to, if you want to just work on your balance, keep your hands up and focus on your target. 25 of those times. Now, what you do with your right leg, you gotta do with your left leg, right? So you want to build up both sides. So do it fast, nice, and strong. From here, toes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't slam your foot into the ground. Keep on going, keep on going. And as you do it, you notice it is going to slow down. That's okay. Muhammad Ali was asked, how many push-ups or how many sit-ups can you do? And his response was, I don't count how many I can do. I don't count. I only count when it starts to hurt, right? Because that's when it matters. And that's what I want you to do. This is not about getting to 25. It's not it. If 25 is easy, then you need to go 50. If 50 is easy, then you need to go 100, right? Push yourself to your max. If you're just beginning out, 10 may be all you can do, then do 10. If you're doing something today more than you did yesterday, then guess what? You're on the path to improvement. And that's what practice is. If you're one of our students here at Family First, this is what we want you to do. We want you to take the lessons we teach in class and go home and practice them, because that's more than most people do every single day. And if you do that every day, you get better. Small, easy, manageable bites, okay? So that's the first drill. Do this and then down. This and then down. This and then down. Super fast as you can, okay? Now, if at any time you guys have questions about this, please make sure you put it in the comments, and that way I can answer them for you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, okay? If you're not part of the team, come on board, okay? Hit that subscribe button, jump on board. We have lots of fun videos just for you, okay? All right, so if we work on part number 1, which is the chamber, and we work on part number 4, which is the set down, now we're gonna work on my favorite part, which is the creamy center of the Oreo cookie, parts 2 and 3. Now this is a twofer. The reason why it's part 2 and 3 is because we're gonna be working on the extension and the retraction of the kick. And again, we're gonna work on this in a fast twitch method. When we stress that part of the kick, what ends up happening is we end up building muscle memory. We build a little bit of strength. We kind of build that resistance that we need to have in that muscle, where it's used to firing off really fast and it's used to pulling it really fast. Both sides of the muscle, both the front part, the quad, and the hamstring are getting used to firing in rapid succession, just like this. And when you do that, that's when you start training your speed, right? Because I could punch out, boom, but the other part of the punch is the retraction, right? I have to get, boom, I have to get that, the speed in my arms to go out and back. Same thing with the kick. If I want to build the speed of my kick, it's not just getting it up there and kicking. Because the worst thing you could do is you deliver this beautiful kick and then just drop your leg. Your technique is gorgeous, boom, and then you just plop. Right? No, we don't want that. We want to build both the hit and the retract. We want to be able to hit and pull it back, hit and pull. That nice pull back of that kick is going to help you be a lot faster on your next kick. Or whatever energy you put into the kick, it stays there, right? So, if you think about if I'm throwing a punch and I punch really hard in, but I leave it there, my body just absorbed some of that energy. What I want to do is I want to hit, boom, and leave it. I want to leave this energy in there and let it resonate, right? That's what you want. Same thing with the kick. A kick can be extremely powerful. And if I throw a good hard kick, bam, and I leave my foot on there, I'm absorbing or dampening some of that energy. I want you to get used to kicking and leaving it in there and see that resonance. That's what I want. I want you to think of it as like a drum. If you hit something, boom, I want you to let it resonate for a little bit. Don't just hit and dampen it. That energy reverberates in the body. I mean, the body is mostly water. And if you hit something with water, it creates waves. And those waves are what you want. That creates discomfort. And, maybe they'll pass out. Who knows? Who knows? But that's what you're looking for, okay? So the second drill is to build that second and third. Now, again, if you need a chair, go for it. If you don't, if you want to work on your balance, awesome. More power to you. Work on it. But remember, we're focusing on one part or two parts of this kick. From here, whatever height you want it to be. If you want it to be low, that's fine. If you want it to be middle, that's fine. If you want it to be high, that's high. I like mine right about chest level, okay? Straight out from my body. And what I want you to do is I want you just to get used to kicking and pulling. Kick, 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 kick. Now, I want you to try and get, it's going to seem like a lot, 50. 50 kicks, super fast, just like that. If you go out and back, boom, 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 really fast, you're going to start building that twitch. Now, you may hit it, you may not, but I want you to work in keeping focused on your target. Hit. And as I go, I'm going all the way back. I'm not just going, because if I'm just twitching the last part of my kick, I'm only getting used to just shaking my leg. You don't want to shake your leg. I want you to kick it out and back, out and back. I'm not gauging, I'm not measuring how many kicks you do. I'm measuring the speed it takes from fully retracted to fully extended. And that's what you want to practice. Full extension. It's going to start off really fast. Bam, 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 bam. And then you notice it's going to get slower and slower and slower and slower. And that's what you want. Once it starts to burn, once it starts to feel like, this hurts, that's when you're going to be getting the benefit out of it. Okay? So make sure that you are, bring it up, out and back, out and back, out and back, and as fast as you can. All the way out, all the way back, all the way out, all the way back. Make contact, and then 50 of those kicks, okay? 50 of those kicks. And then, once you do one side, you must do the other. Most people start off on their strong leg. Totally fine. The leg they feel most comfortable kicking. Totally fine. Bill Superfoot Wallace only kicks with one leg. It's absolutely amazing. The fastest kicker. He's stunning to watch. I've been kicked twice in the head by him. It's awesome. You don't even see it coming. The kick is so effective because he's trained it to be fast and he's trained it to be accurate. When you train for speed, you also have to train for accuracy. Let's think about it. Think about, somebody target shooting, right? If you shoot for self-defense, if you shoot for targets, if you do whatever, you just have fun with it. If I trained to have the best shot, right? And I'd like that sound effect. If you train for speed with a handgun, boom, and you neglect your accuracy, you can have the fastest shot, boom, as fast as you can, but it ain't never going to be effective. And say you're doing it for self-defense, man, I'm trying to do self-defense shots, bam, and I'm slow, or I'm too fast, but I'm not accurate, it's never going to work. So you have to make sure that you're training also for accuracy. Now, if you look over on this bag, I have 3 little pieces of tape on the back. And these 3 pieces of tape represent kind of like the 3 parts of my body. Like, this is right above my knee, right here. This is a good spot to hit for me. I like this. This is a good spot. This part right here is right at my floater ribs, okay? And then this spot right here, obviously, right at my head level. So with these 3 spots, I can start hitting accurately at different areas of the body. Once you warmed up your legs, once you've exercised and got your hip flexor firing off really fast and it feels like it's getting a good workout, then you fired off both your quad and your hamstring, because this is another part that you really want to start building up, your hamstring. Once you start doing that, then I want you to start hitting for accuracy, okay? Now, I won't hit to the same target twice. And what I mean is I'm going to go for leg, head, chest, head, leg. I'm just going to be moving around, and I'm just going to throw a roundhouse. Just start off slow, and then all I want you to do is boom, up, chest, boom, leg. And see how I'm hitting and I'm pulling it back fast? I want you to pretend like you play that game, red light, green light, where you're here, and as they turn around, they're just going to turn around and do this here, or do this, and then back. And by the time they turn and look at you, they shouldn't have seen you move, right? So any martial arts instructors out there, if you're teaching a class, you want to start building speed in your classes, this is a great drill. I love this drill a lot. This is lots of fun. You'll have all your kids on the bag just in a good guard stance waiting to kick. And what will happen is you'll go red light, green light, right? You'll be standing there watching them, and boom, you'll hear them all kick and then turn back around, because you want to make sure they can kick and get right back to that guard stance without moving, right? Build some self-discipline, have some fun. If you see them move, have them do 5 push-ups, right? Have them do, or better yet, instead of doing push-ups, have them exercise their legs. Do 5 deep squats, right? Boom, right here, just like that. So what you're doing is you're getting used to firing off your leg, but being accurate. If I say, okay, I want to hit, rib level, and I do this, that's up here, right? Did I hit my target? No. And on the body, if I'm here and I'm aiming at this spot right here, right below the elbow, right? I'm aiming at that floater rib. See what that is? Right down here. And I hit up here, I just wasted a lot of energy. Because we're moving some big parts of the body, the legs, the quads. We're moving a big part of our body. And if we waste it, on not being accurate, we're wasting energy. That's less energy that we have to spend on something else. Maybe it's defending, maybe it's throwing a punch, whatever, right? So get used to doing that. Get accurate. Hit, boom, down, hit, down, hit, down. And I never hit to the same part twice. If you're advanced, hit to 2, down, 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 right? Yeah. We always go low, high. Why can't we go high, low, right? And maybe do roundhouse side kick to get some space. You can make the drill as hard or as easy as you want to make it. As a martial arts instructor, if you guys are out there and you're play with this drill. Any drill, and we all know, we steal drills from each other all the time, and it's good as how the martial arts community gets better. If you take your lesson, if you take this drill and you adapt it and change it to what you're trying to teach, that is a well-planned lesson. So adjust it as you need to and challenge yourself. If you're working out at home, you don't have to have a fancy bag. You don't. But if you want to get a fancy bag, I have a link in the description that'll go over a review on what I actually think about these things. And if you want to get one, there's a link in there for you to pick one up. Great investment. I'll just skip to the end. You should get one if you want to work out at home. But if not, if you don't have a bag, you don't need one. All you need is the air, right? I'm just going to picture where I want to hit. Like right now, you can't see it, but I'm going to look at right about here. The computer is right about here, right? So I will look at where I need to be, and then I'm just going to hit it with my toe. Hit it with my toe. Hit it with my toe. Don't kick your computer. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bad idea. It hurts, and it's expensive. So it hurts in two ways. Don't do it, okay? So pick the target, hitting down. Head level, think your head level. Up and down, super fast. Try and get that speed. Now, I know what's going to happen. You're going to look at yourself and you're going to say, wow, I'm not as fast as I want to be. I'm not there yet. I'm not looking good. Newsflash. I've been doing this since 1984. Whew, I'm old. So I've been doing this for a long time. And I have yet to arrive at that place where I am 100% completely satisfied. Not there yet. We're all works in progress, okay? We're all going to be our worst critic. And that's part of martial arts. Don't go through your training constantly doubting yourself, right? You want to celebrate the small successes. The best success that you can celebrate. If you're doing this right now, if you're watching this video and you're still with me, the best success that you can celebrate right now is that you're doing something to improve your life. And that's amazing. That's why I love martial arts. I love it because you can have the worst, stinkiest, smelliest day out there. And you come in, either it's your own personal training floor that in your house, your own workout area, it's your garage, it's out in the backyard, or you have the ability to go into a martial arts school and to be able to use good equipment, be on fluffy mats, right? Whatever it is, wherever you get to go, that's your time you're spending on yourself to improve your life. And that's amazing. And troubles at work, troubles at school, problems with whatever, they are not welcome in this space. This is your space to make your life better. And just moving your body gets your emotions, gets you in a good emotional state. Sure, yeah, you have to go back and you deal with problems later on. But man, once you work out your body, especially if you have a workout where you're sweating and you feel good, and man, you may not be the best kicks. You may have kicks like this. You may just be floating them out there. But I guarantee you, the people next to you aren't doing it. You're doing something for you. And that is what martial arts is all about. This is your time to make yourself better, to start building on your level, not my level, not the person next to you, not the person you see on TV. This is your time, okay? And that's why this channel exists, because it's going to help you get some well-needed lessons to help build your life on your terms. And that's what I'm excited about. So, if you are not already, please, 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 if you want to, join the channel, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you in here. I have more videos in the description on kicking. If you want to work on different kicks and see how to throw this kick. How do I throw a roundhouse kick? How do I throw a front kick? How do I do a side kick? If you're more advanced, I have more advanced kicks in there, how to throw spin side kicks, hook kicks, spin hook kicks, tornado kicks, all these fun kicks, good things for you to do. Kicking is a really excellent way for you to get some excellent exercise. And that's important, right? As we get older, I know I had somebody jump on my channel the other day and say, hey, I'm a blue belt and I kick better than you. Good. I am glad. If you kick better than me, then awesome. I'm excited. I want you to throw up a video, put it in the comments. Let me know. I want to see it. I want to learn from you too. Okay. This is a learning experience. We are all on our own journey. And I want you all to share, and I want you all to have some fun, and I want you to work. No shortcut to getting better. It's always through hard work. Okay. So if you are liking this live video format, please let me know. I want to see it. I want to know if your comments down below. No one's commented. It's okay. It's good. This is the first one. I hope this worked. If not, I got a great workout. So if you are still here watching, please let me know in the comments. If you are not, if you watch later and you find this video helpful or exciting, please let me know. Okay. I want to get your feedback. I'm going to try to do these every week if they work out. I'll try to do it every week. It'll be fun. Maybe it'll be here. Maybe it'll be in Reno. Get some cool, awesome stuff going. It'd be good. We'll have some fun. Anyways, thank you all for sticking around, and I will see you in my next class.